I became interested in the project when I found out of the death of Don Brancho, the trainer who was killed by the killer whale in 2010. I was very confused by that story because I didn't understand why a killer whale, who was a very highly intelligent animal, would have made a decision to kind of, kill a trainer who was actively feeding it. The hardest part in the whole process was deciding what not to put in the film. I kind of made a decision very early on that it would be a fact-driven film and that it would be story-driven, so I would sort of tell one story and stick with that. A lot of people make comparisons between Blackfish and Grizzly Man, and I love that comparison because I love that movie, and I think we discuss some of sort of the same issues about, our relationships with these predatory counterparts, and how you can never sort of take the predator out of a magnificent animal. We sort of explore that same theme in our film, I think. You treat it like a job, like it's your work. I think that's probably not what you hear a lot of filmmakers say. I think a lot of people use words like inspiring and, art and things like that. And I think for documentary, it's not, you don't have anything until, you don't have a script, you don't have anything until you start filming, until you start your research and making your phone calls and your interviews.
And I think you also need to be persistent because there'll be so many no's of trying to reach this person for an interview or trying to get whatever, but sometimes it takes 4 no's before that person kind of goes, oh, you know what, I'll do this. I mean, it's just been such an amazing journey, the moment, especially when we got word of Sundance and then being there, and then literally it's almost like a festival every day that we're going to, which has been fantastic. And then knowing that we have both a US release this summer and then a UK release this summer, we're just ecstatic. Like, every moment has been just exciting.
People ask me like, oh, where do you want your film to go, and how do you want your film to affect people or whatever? And with documentary, it's not your film. It sort of ceases to be your film. It is just a film, and you happen to sort of be the vessel, and you delivered it. And now it's its own thing, and I think it's bigger than us and can go more places, and I don't necessarily think that I'm always this great spokesperson for it because there's so many people who know more than I do about these subjects. So it ceases to be our film.
Yeah.
It's kind of your film, So we hope you like it. We hope